So I've come to do this park. Can't remember the number of the park. I'll put it on the screen. I want to do a little bit of improvised comms. So what I've done is I've forgotten an antenna, and then I've come here, and usually on the other side of these fences there's metal wiring going down the fence. I guess it's to give the fence a little bit more structure, but I have seen people clip onto that with a bit of wire to the radio and then tune up that, and then use that as an NVIS, like low to the ground, end-fed half wave essentially. I did look at this fence last night on Google Maps because I was going to set myself a challenge and come and do this one. I've looked on the other side of the fence and on this side, and there's no wire, so now it's genuine now. I have to go find something else. So what I've got from my radio I've still got the coax, but I've got these alligator clips that I think people use on oscilloscopes. So I've got the little can't remember it's a BNC connector. I believe this is male to male or female to female, sorry, goes in the end of the coax, so I can join it onto my coax, and then it changes into these two alligator clips, positive, negative, radiating and ground. I was going to try and put this on the fence line. Obviously there's no fence now, so I'm going to have to find something else metallic that works, but that's one way to pretty much use anything else as an antenna. So let's go find something that I can clip this onto. There is a metal fence there, I could use that. There's also a metal fence in here, if the camera can see it. There's a submarine there. Yeah, there's metal fence in here by the dock. So I could use that actually. Here's just a quick top tip. If you're going to use anything metallic, like a farm fence or near a farm, just make sure it's not electrified to keep the cows in, because that will damage your radio. Yeah, that's not electrified. So for this activation, I'm going to be using the X6100. I do have an actual antenna, just in case everything failed, but the challenge is to find an antenna elsewhere. The tip I was going to say is, before you call CQ, just make sure you can actually hear other people, because if you can't hear anyone, all you can hear is static, you're either not clipped onto anything metal properly. I'm steaming up. You're either not clipped onto anything metal properly, your ground's probably either not working or whatever. The whole point is just make sure you can hear other people before you actually start calling CQ, because you might just be you might not have contact with the metal. Oh, well, I did a CW activation last time, so I'm still in that part of the band, but I heard CW straight away, so that's a good indication. So yeah, metal fence line, quite close to the ground, 20 meters. Let's see what. So just before I try and make a contact, the radio in this car is not working the best, so I actually use a DAB, but also it acts as the auxiliary speaker for the X6100, because this little speaker isn't the best, so I use this, and it's quite bassy actually.
Interference, but I can still understand you. Thanks for the nice cheers on 73. One Mike Golf Sierra 51 Mexico Guatemala calling CQ.
Mike 0 Oscar Papa India Portable.
Mike 0.
Mike 0 Oscar Papa India Portable.
Mike Zero again?
Mike 0, Oscar, Papa, India, Portable, QRZ? QRZ? QSL?
Mike Zero, Oscar, Papa, India, slash, portable, is that correct?
That's a QSL Mary. It's Mike 0, Oscar, Papa, India, Portable. The name is Jake, Juliet, Alpha, Kilo, Echo, and you're 59 with me. 59, over.
QSL, you're about 5 and 5. Have a nice day, and 73.
Thank you very much for the 5 and 5, 7-3. What's that? Stick it.
This is Sugar.
Yes! Alright, that was a bit of an awkward contact. But I made a contact with a fence. No, I made a contact with Mary through a fence. Alright, made a contact, yeah. So the parks on the air completely failed. Even though it's a nice scene to look at. It's a good place for radio, but the parks on the air failed. I don't know if it's because I used the fence, because of the conditions or whatever, or the way that the fence is facing. Maybe it wasn't dead on to Europe. I can't really be bothered to work out, you know, where the sun is in direction. I haven't got a compass. Anyway, by the by, I used the fence, coax and 10 watts, and I made a contact. If your goal is to go out just to have fun on the radio and make a contact, you can do it off a fence. And then also, the whole point of this was, if you're going out portable, QRP, mobile, and you look in the back of your car, or you look in your bag and I forgot my antenna, you can still try it. And yes, I had, I've put them in the back now, I had alligator clips, but there is other ways to clip onto a fence. If you've got a bit of wire, keep a little bit of wire spare in your bag, put it in the BNC part of your radio, tie it around something metallic, and if you've got a tuner in your radio, or you've got a portable tuner, even better. But just make something resonate. There was a bird over there, just dove down for a fish. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll try and make some video out of this. What I use as an antenna, and I've only just noticed there's a crane. A little bit late now, but